Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. That last run went horribly. Let's see if we can't redeem ourselves. Alright, Hunter. Let's do this thing. I seriously debated whether or not I wanted to put that last episode up just because of how poorly it ended. I hope you understand I want you to see as much of my playthrough on this save file as possible. And if you don't feel that way, feel free to leave a message in the comment to the contrary, and I will give serious consideration to that. I want to know what you guys want to see. I certainly don't want to assume that I know what my audience wants. And as my audience grows, I certainly don't want to do that. So I need to set the habit now. Any feedback you could provide to me, really on any subject, is greatly appreciated. I like that picture. I'm trying to identify what it is. Is there a princess looking at a bird bath? That's probably not at all what it is. It's like a pistol with... I'm gonna go on. Alright, that blue guy took out his ally there. I'll take all the help I can get. I certainly needed it last run. I will try to make wise choices this run. Not necessarily do so last time. Got rid of some guns that might have helped me out of a situation I was in. Dodged horribly the entire run. Short-lived though it was. At least I got a hegemony credit and hegemony credit from the boss on the first floor, so that's at least one way to say that I archived some progress. Here's the fireplace room. I'm gonna keep an eye out for... There's the water barrel. I think we would be in the wrong, sort of, not to attempt to go to the secret area. That said, after the last performance I saw, you may be wondering why I want to complicate my life. Yeah, that's how I roll. You fail and you move on. Try to find success next time. We'll go ahead and figure out where the room is. There it is. It's off to the southwest there. Of course, we don't have the connecting chambers, so we don't know quite how to get there. I'm gonna buy a key if he has one. I did hear tell that if you have not found a key on the first floor and you go to a shop, it's guaranteed to have a key if you haven't picked one up on the floor already. I'm not sure if that's true, but it does make sense from a game mechanic perspective if they want you to always be able to go to the oubliette. I don't plan on conducting extensive research on that subject, but I do plan to go to the oubliette this run, as you probably already worked out. I could go directly there once I find the room, but I'd like to fight this boss and see if I can't get a health upgrade first. That's a blue chest, that's second tier. I would like to get it, ideally, if an extra key drops, but I'm not gonna fuss about it if I don't. So last run actually had some interesting and odd things about it. For example, the loot that I got was well above average. I got a key out of both of the first floor chests, I got some extra casings, and then I just messed up so badly on the run. This time, I'd accept suboptimal loot in exchange for playing decently. We'll see how that goes. Alright, let's not get caught in a crossfire, ideally. Alright, I'll take a free chest that's not breathing. Sawed off. So this is the starting gun. One of two starting guns. Oh, I have to open that. That is a fifth tier chest. It would be a mistake not to open it. Disintegrate, return to dust. The disintegrator fires a beam that decoheres matter into its constituent particles. The disintegration ray is outlawed on almost every planet with some form of government, and feared by all beings made primarily of matter. You can understand why. It can be fired legally in only two places, the Gungeon and the waste disposal facilities of Populon V. Alright, I have to try this out. But I will have the discipline to save it for the boss. Something like that sounds like a boss killer to me. I'm really hoping the boss or one of these other rooms drops a key. So I do, especially now that I have this weapon, want to go to the secret area. You have seen the Gatling goals. Nah. Don't give up the perfect if you can avoid it. I understand that's a pretty big if, especially from what you've seen, but I'm not ready to give up. And I hope you haven't given up on me with regards to this game either. That was definitely a blank required there. I need to back up. I need to give him some space. I need to dodge like a champion. Alright. Those are perfect. That gives me back some of the confidence that I lost on that last run, and it also gives me an extra heart container. Ooh, the silencer. 300 dead count. I really like this one. It's effectively a pillow that you shoot, and it's actually pretty damaging. I may use it as a room clearer when we go to the if. Yep, it's looking like not an option. So we're set up for a pretty good standard run. I can't be too upset about this. I will get this knife shield because it's a cool thing to show off. Now that purple icon that came over my head when I bought the knife shield was a curse. That means we may find some enemies that are red and unusually powerful. They drop, or they appear more often, replacing regular enemies as your curse level goes up. It's a trade-off. Some weapons, especially things that are not guns, will increase your curse level. Oh, now I have to choose. So I spent the key on a chest and got the plushie, which gives you temporary invincibility. I will go into the Ammonomicon and show both items to you. I have to start with the Stuff Star. Provides temporary invulnerability. This is a shooting star which has been embalmed and stuffed with soft fuzz. Tape several to your body and be safe from harm. Alright, that's ridiculous, but also awesome. I believe that the star is the best item to take with me, but I'm just going to show it off. You turn rainbow colors, and you're invincible during the duration of the effect. And then as you deal damage, the plushie will recharge and allow you to use it again. I am going to take the knife shield with me. Why is that? Because I want to show it off in actual combat, because I think that's a better demonstration. Invincibility is very easy to understand. This knife shield has some cool visual effects to it that really only show up when you're using it in combat. Let's go to the second floor. You'll excuse me if I rambled a little there. I was just trying to figure out which of those items I wanted to take. I would have liked to have the pilot's ability right there. Ooh, an NPC. Pilot's ability, of course, would have let me have 2 active items. Greetings. What can I do for you? Who are you? Just a traveling tinker. Got stuck here a while back. I thought I might fix these elevators to kill some time. Fix? They seem to be working. Yeah, I would agree with that. The elevators only go down one floor at a time right now. Oh, so this is a shortcut guy. But with the right equipment, I might be able to configure these to traverse multiple floors. I'm talking shortcuts here, Pilgrim. How do we get them working? I'm not sure yet. It won't be easy, though. Whoever engineered this place was crazy. I'm going to head back to the breach for now. Speak with me there when you get a chance. Will do, buddy. Will do. So here's the knife shield. If an incoming projectile hits it, it will destroy one of the knives, but also destroy the incoming projectile. So it's a nice feature, and it also recharges as you do damage, just as many of the other active items do. It's pretty neat. I like it. I'm not sure that it's better than the plushie, just because invincibility gives you a lot more maneuverability options. Alright, cool. That went perfectly fine. Nobody saw that, except you guys. Alright. Veteran. I did lose a half heart, but I'm still actually at positive health based on what I started with. I'd like to hit things. Hitting things is fun. You know, you wouldn't think pillows do much damage. You get hit hard with a pillow, they hurt. They do. I've gotten in some pillow fights. I tell you, it's could be bad. Not as bad as bullet, probably, admittedly, but it is mildly uncomfortable. Depends on the weight of the pillow, too, I suppose. Ah, rolled just a second too late. Thought I'd be cool, save some ammo. Did not end up being cool, of course. And that's alright. Right. I do like the stun feature, which I believe is a direct feature of the pillows. I'm not sure what triggers it, if it's the last shot or the first shot. I'll have to look into it. I will go into the Ammonomicon in a moment. Wait, is it 2 pillow shots? If I could hit them? Yes, it is. Okay, I can be a little more ammo conservative. Or just run out completely, that's fine. Looking for an ammo drop. Or, you know, another black chest. But with green. Green is 3rd tier. I like it. We'll grab it while we're here. Ah, the coin. Now this one... Okay. I'm going to open the Ammonomicon, and then I'm going to spend all 3 coins. A payment for services. A payment for services rendered. This mysterious coin vanishes when tossed into the air. This, I believe, is a Game of Thrones reference. I say that only because I've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. But I heard that it was. This will clear a room of enemies somewhere else in the dungeon every time you use it. So I'm going to go ahead and clear 3 of the rooms on this floor so that we don't have to fight what's in there. And then pick up the knife shield. Now that may have re-cursed us, which would have increased our curse level, but I'm not certain that's the case. I did some experimenting with dropping and subsequently picking up an item with a curse on it, and it seems to not add to your curse level. Oh, this is the start. Which way do I need to go? Oh, through this shop. Roll in, roll in, roll in. That was exceptionally inaccurate, and I accept that, musically speaking. Ay, ay, ay. How much for ammo? 36? Okay. I will try to return for that. I'm gonna use crossbow. We're gonna try to use crossbow. I don't know why my accuracy is so terrible tonight. It has been a long week thus far, but that falls firmly in the category of unnecessary excuses. Also, flipping tables, I'll do it if I have a table tech, but I really don't do it much during my runs, and that may be to my detriment. I'm sure there are some rooms where it could be very helpful. Take your time with those guys, glad I'm... This is one of the... They're called jammed. They're upgraded... upgraded enemies. They hit harder, they have more hit points. That should have hit me. I must have just had an extra invincibility frame or two. What is this? I have never seen this, and it's mildly terrifying. Valor Morganis. Okay, so that's the coin. That says, we came in here, we cleaned this room out for you, and then we left you to discover it. Now, I believe the drawback to this, here's another one, is that you don't get any casings from that room, which could inhibit your ability to buy things. The Gungeon. Now, if we could perfect her, that would bring us up to 5 hearts and make me a very happy man. Alright. You can hit her with the initial salvo. Let's try again. Okay. We got this. We may not perfect her, but I'm confident we can defeat her. It takes a while to charge this up, but once it's firing, it is devastating. Wow. The damage on that is so good. I have to take the ammo for it, of course. Give us the best chance on the next floor boss. There is very much a rich get richer mechanic in this game. Once you've seen success, you can often snowball that success into more success. This is the Void Shotgun. It's actually a fairly high damage shotgun in its own right. It does pretty well throughout the game. I've used it as a fairly effective room cleaner on the 4th floor, certainly. That's the 3rd room, so we're not going to get any more of those, but we did save ourselves quite a bit of trouble. I figured if we can get use out of... Now, I didn't use the knife shield like I probably ought to have. But if we can get use out of 2 active items, might as well use them. This is a green chest as well. I believe we opened one earlier. So we'll open this one. Beehive. I love the bee weapons in this game. They are great. This chamber, now I've popped into this chamber on previous runs and not made any mention of it. This has to do with the secret levels. So it's part of the chain of going to the oubliette after the 1st floor, but I'll show you that if I happen to manage to successfully get there, and get here with a certain item. If you prefer I not be vague on things like that, I can certainly do so. Here I'm gonna buy 2 armor pieces, just so that I'm way above the health curve for this floor. I probably should have picked up almost anything else, but I went with armor. Pillow, would I like to get more ammo for it? Absolutely. Do I think that the Void shotgun is a perfectly acceptable room cleaner? Yes. And the Beehive, kind of a boss gun, kind of a room cleaner. You don't really need to have to. You don't really need to aim the Beehive because all of the bees home on the nearest target. And they do a fair amount of damage in swarms. You go through the ammo very quickly, though. See, I've shown you the Void shotgun, so I will go ahead and switch over to the Beehive for a room or two. By the way, if any of you happen to be allergic to bees and this freaks you out, feel free to skip ahead about a minute or so, because I'm going to use this until it runs out. Maybe a couple of minutes even. Does seem to be relatively ammo efficient given that you don't have to aim. Alright, so that was a half heart that my dog dug up for me. If I needed it, that would have been a very nice pickup. I may well come back to it later on the floor. Let's not get hit by this very predictable enemy. Or that one, preferably, but good thing we have that half heart in the previous room. Alright. Oh, doesn't help. We have armor. It's okay, though. That's what it's for. Alright, we're gonna use bees for days. Should have used a blank there. I really don't like using blanks on rooms, because I want them for bosses. Maybe that was okay to sacrifice 1 piece of armor. I could perhaps have dodged as well. This guy gets progressively more confusing bullet patterns as you defeat him. Kind of a totem pole enemy. These coal guys get really fast once you hit them the first time. I may have mentioned that on an earlier run. I really don't want to be here right now. I'd like to be done with the room. Sounds good. Okay. Alright, there is the green up arrow. And that means that these particular enemies are being buffed by this bard here. I will go ahead and take him right out. He dramatically increases their hit points. And I don't believe it's their damage output or anything else, but their hit points are quite high when they're buffed. Sorry, focusing for a minute. Alright, this should be easy to finish this one off. Why am I using the starting pistol? It's a very good question. Let me see if I can't answer that for you. Void shotgun it is. Now that works like the levers and the chandeliers. That TNT block. And it'll drop rocks from the ceiling. Unfortunately, that rock didn't actually land on anything useful to destroy. Okay. So the Void shotgun really does a fair amount of damage. Another of these bards. This room in particular I find meddlesome. Because wherever you go, there he is. Oh, come on. Alright. I should have let the poison take those guys out. That's probably the better strategy going forward. Just run around a circle, let the poison one take them out, even with the buff. And then go in for the bard. That brought us full circle. I will go grab that half heart I was hoping not to need. Even so, 4.5 hearts is a lot better than the 3 we started with. 50% better even. Alright. What's over here? This run is going much better than the last one. I'm very encouraged here. I do not want any of that. Now there are water barrels on other floors, but as far as I know, none of them has any particular use. Nope. Don't roll away from bullets. Okay. Shopkeeper. Not much to spend here. Don't really want that, except I do want to show it to you. Can't really do that right now anyway. Here is a cell with 2 more NPCs in it. I do not have a cell key, and a regular key won't work on these particular doors. So I'll have to likely fight the boss. Now this room I've popped into a couple of times as well. There is an active item on the other side that is used as part of a storyline quest. I'll show it to you when I'm actually going to pick it up. It's kind of a fun little room. We can ride in these minecarts by hitting E and then a direction. And then we can roll out of them. And you can redirect them. You can ride them around during certain fights on the 3rd floor as well. That's good. That's good. Ah, should have rolled. It's okay. Yeah, I was just a little slow on the trigger there, as it were. Green chest. I would like a key for that. Maybe if we get the chance, we'll come back and open that. So I could give up a max heart container, and I'm not at full health, so I wouldn't be losing any current health in order to become stronger, but it also curses you, I think. Also, I'm not a huge fan of blood sacrifice in a general sense. That may have been a tactical error in the sense that that boss killer weapon that we have will do even more damage. That's okay. I'll play the White Knight, don't want to be cursed character for today. I will let you watch Cannon Balrog's intro. Guns in the deep, Cannon Balrog. We're just going to try to keep shooting him. We'll blank if one of the bullets gets too close, hopefully. And we'll just try to damage him enough that he doesn't get a chance to do some of his more exotic attacks, like that one, for example. It shoots off wave fronts every time he hits a wall. And then they subsequently have to be dodged very carefully, of course. I am hitting him. I need to just stay as far away from him as possible and deal as much damage as I can. He's on the move. Nope, blank. Oh, got hit anyway. Bummer. Okay, that's okay. I didn't expect to flawless 3 bosses in a row after only having done it once on camera for you guys. Ever. There we go. That was good. That's encouraging. We got past the 3rd floor. Got over a mental hurdle of the bad run last time. We got lots of progress this time. I think we refill this gun again. It has done some serious work for us. Charge shot. So this one you have to charge up and then you get that little flash. And it shoots, I believe, multiple shots straight forward and does quite a bit of damage too. It's a very good gun to pick up. We did not get a normal key, but we did get a cell key. We can come back to this room and meet a new NPC. Oh, a young knave has rescued us from our confinement. How unexpected and amusing. Good show, young slinger. We are certain that we shall see thee soon. Cometh along, man Cervantes. Ellipsis. Okay. Not a man of many words, it seems. Or any words, for that matter. What are we going to use in this room? We go back to the shotgun that's been working for us. Oh, this upgraded egg guy. So, another thing about these red enemies, their bullets do a full heart of damage instead of a half heart like most of the others. And that can add up very quickly. There we go, another half heart. Almost back up to 5. That's a blue chest, so... Didn't we fight the boss on this floor? Oh, I think I know what this is. Guards! Oh wait, it's another Gungeoneer. Okay, so this is Blockner. He's the guy that the tutorial boss sent us to fight. I would very much like to defeat him, but I would like to do so when I have an excellent chance of doing so. And I think, even in the absence of blanks, I think I might be able to defeat him. I'm going to go to the store and try to correct the absence of blanks issue. 28. If I could get 8 more before fighting Blockner, I could have both of the blanks I've fought the other boss with. Well, not those blanks in particular, but an equal number. So let's see if we can't go and find... That would be a heck of a run to defeat 4 bosses in one run after such a miserable one last time. I would take it, that's for sure. Okay, I'm almost out of ammo for this thing, so I should be careful. Did I get 6? No, I got 0 exactly. How do we improve our situation? Doesn't look like we do much. I'm gonna go shoot this blue chest, much as it pains me to do so. See if it drops anything. It dropped junk. I don't think there's a junk man in the shop. But if there was, we could sell the junk and maybe get those 6 extra credits. Nope. There's a key for sale, but that doesn't help us because we can't afford it. I am going to take the time. I appreciate your patience with me. But again, I would much rather do everything I need to have a successful run and give you a good show than not have any downtime of going back, tracking and such. There's the half heart to get us back to full. That's going to have to be good enough. And I think we do fight Blockner because then we could advance his story quest. He's a hard fight, but I think this gun will give us the edge we need. That's not Blockner. Blockner's over here. Are you guys enjoying the Enter the Gungeon content? I ask you this because I am more than happy to continue this series as long as you are still enjoying it. but some level of feedback would be well welcomed. I know there aren't a lot of subscribers just yet, but any that want to provide feedback, I'd very much appreciate. What brings you to the Gungeon? Gun Dungeon. You know why I'm here. Ah, that's not quite certain. I'm not quite certain what you mean. You must be here to kill your past, correct? Manny says hi. Ah, I see. You understand I won't just roll over, right? I do. Well then. Look out behind you! Nice. Tricked me. Now we can go set up. It seems my past has caught up with me. I'm gonna pop my knives the minute this fight starts. Time to kill it! There was no animation. I did not skip one. That was not the button for it to pop my knives. Oh, what is going on here? It's okay. I didn't expect to flawless him. I just want to figure him out. Okay. I definitely wasted that blank horribly. But I do think we might have a victory here. If I can be cautious enough. Should probably kill his ad, but seems like a tall order too. I don't think this is the right weapon to fight him with. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just keep shooting. Kill him. Yes! Blockner is defeated! He said completely unexcitedly, of course. That's awesome! And we got a half heart and a whole heart and a shot bow, a teleporter accident. I believe we may have had this one before, but I will show it to you as well. The shot bow fires crossbow bolts in a shotgun burst. The shot bow is the result of a failed experiment using the Gungeon's teleportation network. That's quite cool. Very cool. What a great run so far. We're ready to go to the next floor. Ready may be an exaggeration, but that's pretty much what we have to do at this point. Ooh. We do have 37 casings, so maybe we buy a key? Or a whole heart. We're gonna go key just so that we have the chance of opening another chest on the next floor. If we could get a passive item that would help us, that would be great. Even a heart up would be fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me on this awesome adventure we're having. I would definitely be signing off long before this usually, so if my commentary falls off, please bear with me. Okay, I'm wasting bullets because I'm not killing the bard, and I don't have many bullets left. 3 to be exact. Alright, I made that one count at least. Alright, there's some crazy enemies. I'm not going to do too much explaining. That green guy summons orange guys that shoot circles of bullets out at you. Cover is very good against this blue mage as well. One thing I have not done recently is go into the Ammonomicon and show you some of the enemies. I think I will leave that for a future episode just because of how long this one is running. I don't want to consume too much of your time. This is very much a timing-based run. Don't like this room. Alright, but we've got through it. They're Frozulons or something. I don't know exactly what they're called. The ice version of the Blobulon. this is going very well. And again, I'm using my starting pistol. I should probably find a better gun solution. I do have a number of guns in my inventory. Let's see. I don't like the sawed-off at all, so that's not really an option. I will go with this one, a charge shot. And we'll try to make all 49 remaining bullets count. Something froze them. I believe it might have been one of these blue ice blocks. Don't think it's the charge shot, just to be clear. Alright, 2.5 hearts. That helps a little. This is death, and he is death. You can roll towards that wave of bullets that homes in on you. Ah. And he will go away once you have cleared all of the enemies on that particular room, which I am grateful for. Here's a chest. I think we pop it. Yeah. Alright, what did we get? We got a copper amulet. Blanks ignite. So whenever I fire off a blank, all the enemies on the screen also are set on fire. It's a pretty powerful effect. Oh, there's a jammed little jelly guy, but I did manage to take him out before he could hit me. I do believe contact damage from them also does 1 full heart. Don't quote me on that, though. Ah, don't like this. Just a little more accuracy would be greatly appreciated, thank you. Alright, 1.5 hearts. If we get to the boss... Nah, there's no conditions on this run. This run went fantastically. I will be a little happier if we get to the boss, of course, but I can't reasonably expect to beat it. Oops, this is how it all goes wrong, I'm sure. Yep. Alright. That was a great run, and I'm so glad that you stuck with me through it. I appreciate it. We made huge amounts of progress this run, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Good night.